Greetings all, Fanny here for Cancer's Daily Oracle Message. Cancer, the first card that came out for you is the Lower World Past. Some of you might feel like you're trapped in the past, very much like this great bird down here. For me right now, he feels like he's overburdened, like he's very exhausted, and it feels like everything is caving in on him, around him. Now, what this card is actually referring to, the lower world, is in reference to how the realms are set up, with the upper world and the lower world, and where they overlap here in the middle is what's called the middle world. This is where we reside. In the lower world, this is where all of our ancestors, blood relatives, people who have passed on and returned to the mother, they are in the lower world. In other mythologies and cultures, it's called the underworld. But that has a very negative connotations because of things like media, Disney, portraying it as a place of punishment, as a place of hurt. It is simply the place of the past. And our ego is what relates it to hurt. Our ego is what relates it to pain. But I want you to try and disconnect from the illusion of that. You have the sea creatures of immersion here. And instead of focusing on all the hurt that you've experienced in those situations, allow yourself to be immersed in this world, in this time, in the present moment. Because the past is where we can learn from things. The past is where we grow from. But we cannot live there anymore. We cannot live in our old traumas that have hurt us. And we can't live in the good memories that we wish would stay forever. And that's why it's important to enjoy every single day as it comes. Enjoy it moment to moment, because there is no guarantee of what will come next. You have the Dreamweaver of Accessibility that had come out. So if you want to, and you have the ability to, when you're getting quiet and going to bed at night, try to look back and see where in your past are things still holding you back? Where in the past have you suffered trauma? And in your dreams, I want you to try and do visualizations to cleanse the space. And I mean clean it. In a visualization that I did for overcoming some trauma, I went to the room that was the source of the trauma. I stood between myself and the source of the trauma, and I banished them away. I threw them straight into the ether. They had no more power over me or my child self. And then once that was done, my child self and we physically cleaned the room. Top to bottom, everything. We threw everything out that was in there and replaced the furniture, repainted the walls, relaid the floors, and we made it ours again. We took back our power, and I honestly had never felt such a release than when I did that. The dreams that I had that night and the night before and the night following that visualization was incredible, because the night before I had that visualization, I had a nightmare of being used, abused, and in general in a very bad situation. I don't want to get into the details of it because that's very personal and it could be triggering for some people. But the following night after the visualization, I was more in control. I was a spy, espionage, protector sort of thing. And that is just a bit of advice if you are dealing with trauma from the past. A visualization like that can really help you. And maybe that's what you need to immerse yourself in visualizations, in meditations. Now, meditations is not just getting quiet, because not everyone can do that. It's focusing on one single thing. You can do a drawing meditation. You can do a writing meditation. You can do a walking meditation. It is just getting quiet and getting in touch in your energy. Not everyone can sit cross-legged and hum. Some people just do meditations while they're throwing cards like this. Some people do meditations, like I said, when they're drawing, and they just follow along with what their hand and heart is leading them towards. That is a wonderful way to get out energy. Yeah, you have the Cave of Retreat in reverse. So you might have been running from this for a really long time. And that might be why you're down here so burdened and so tired. It's because you were running into this cave, seeking sanctuary, seeking protection. But in doing so, you've just blocked yourself into a corner, and it's still going to come after you. That trauma, that past, that memory, whatever it is, it's still there. You have to look it in the face and say it has no power over you. That you love yourself enough to take back your power. That you're strong enough to take back your control. And Cancer, you absolutely are. You are strong enough, and you are worthy of the unconditional love from yourself and from spirit. So do not let any image of the past, any falsities, any self-limiting beliefs stop you from believing that you are not worthy of love, because you absolutely are. You are love itself, Cancer. Never forget that. Have a beautiful day.